Hello everyone, I want to start off by saying thank you for all the pre-orders of my two-wheeled power pickups. And I also want to quickly say that they are all filled. I sent out the last orders this morning. So if you do not have your power pickup, you will have it within the next few weeks. I say a few weeks because some of those orders were international orders and they do take a bit of time to get to you. I also want to note everybody should have received an email with a tracking number, and sometimes that email ends up in your spam folder. So if you didn't receive an email giving you your tracking information, please make sure that you check your spam folder and that you check the folder with the email that you used to make your purchase. And thank you for all the feedback in my last video, because I was not aware how many people would rather have two single pickups as opposed to having one double pickup. And I'm going to kind of ask a few questions and kind of explain things along the way. What I found from the last video is that not everybody wants these. For the people that have received them, I've gotten great feedback and people seem to love them. But I've had a lot of people say that they would like the ability, for example, to have a double pickup like this where they can spread it out throughout the train, whether it be close like this or really far apart. And I've decided I would go ahead and give it a try, and what I'm going to do is give this a 2-stud gap. And I'm going to give it a 2-stud gap because the newest train that just came out by Lego has a pickup set of wheels on the cars that have a 2-stud gap in between them like this also. Anyway, we're going to hook two of the single power pickups together. And we're going to take our little train motor. This is a power function train motor, and we're going to slide these plugs up and through. And then we're going to put this into the base. Now we're going to set it all down on top of the track, and let's plug it all together. To plug it together, we're just going to take our two rear power pickups, put one on top of the other. Then we're going to take our train motor and put it on top of that. Now we're going to take that and plug it into that little yellow brick, and that's just to hold the wires up and out of the way. And then lastly, I'm going to take a battery pack, and I like to do this just so I have a little bit of weight on top of my motor and also the power pickups, just to make sure we're holding good connection. And I'm doing this on top of a switch track because I want to show you that by having two singles, it will actually work on top of a switch track as well. But let's put that back on. Now we're going to be coming over here. I'm going to take my controller, and I want to keep the camera on the train itself, and we're going to run it just back and forth a few times over top of that just to show you that it will work on that. I'm trying to get it to go rather slow, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. But having the double singles will work very well in this situation also. So now that I know that a double and even two singles will work in any type of situation, I'm going to be offering both styles for sale on my website this weekend. But I'm very limited on how many of these I can offer because I only have so many of these available that I can make the pickups with. And because this is not a bestseller item on the Lego website, the last batch of these that I ordered, it took me 6 weeks to receive them. And the other issue is I only have 50 of these left to make the power pickups with. So I decided I was going to go ahead and list 20 of the single power pickups for sale this weekend on pre-sale, and then I'm going to list 30 of the double pickups for sale this weekend. Now, if this sells out before the double, well, I'll add some more to this and take away some of these. If these sell out before the single, well, I'll do the same thing. But the end result is I can only make 50 of any style. These will be getting listed for sale on my website for pre-sale Saturday at 4 p.m. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to make this video, to kind of give everybody a heads up, because I get emails every single day wanting to know when this is going to be back in stock. That is Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And I want to make sure that I point out, because it's going to take me so long to get all the parts I need, again, anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, it's going to be at least 6 to 8 weeks before I can even think about offering these for sale. So if you're one of the many people that have been emailing me, that have been contacting me on Instagram and have been contacting me through my website about when these are coming, Now is your chance to get them. Otherwise, it might be up to 2 months before you see them for sale and available on my website. Now I want to address some of the questions that were in the comments for the last video. One of the biggest questions was, will I be making a version to use with power-ups? And yes, I will be. Now, I'm not sure if that version is going to either be an adapter plug that works with my current version, or if it'll be a completely different version with a power-ups plug installed onto it. But I do fully intend on making something where you can use the power-ups Lego motors as well. And a lot of people have been suggesting that I install some of these little full-wave bridge rectifiers in line of some of the cables, because it will keep the polarity correct at all times. And they are 100% correct on that. But if I install that bridge rectifier, the only way you'll be able to control your motor is if you plug in an IR controller, because the motor will always be getting polarity to go one direction. You will not be able to use your standard Lego controller. But now I want to hear from you guys to kind of get a better understanding of what it is you're looking for, because I want this product to work for everybody. So to help your voices be heard, and also for me to get some good feedback, over the weekend I'm going to be posting a whole bunch of different polls in my community tabs here on my YouTube channel. So to give you an idea of some of the polls you can be expecting to see is, would you rather have one product that can operate both a power functions and a power up? And again, if I was going to be able to do that, it would be in the form of, say, this product already with a small adapter plug. Or would you rather have two different style power pickups, one that's specifically designed for power ups and one that's specifically designed for the power functions? Another poll will be, would you rather have the bridge rectifier fully installed inside of this unit? Or again, would you rather have it in the aspect of an adapter that you can hook to this, so you can either use the standard Lego controller or you can use the IR controller? Would you rather see a single and a double-wheeled pickup available for sale? Or would you rather just see the double-wheeled pickup, but with a little bit of extra wire in the middle of it? That way you have the ability to space it if you want to, or you can just leave it assembled and together like it's sold. Again, that's just a quick example of some of the polls you can expect to see posted on my community tabs. And if you guys have any other suggestions, feel free to put them in the comments of this video, and I will make polls on those ideas and suggestions as well. Another quick question I thought might be worth noting or asking you guys about, and this is also kind of in relation to the H.A. Bricks lawsuit that a lot of people have been contacting me about. And I'm going to be making a full video about that hopefully tomorrow to kind of explain a few things about that. But what I just wanted to say is, would you be fine with that being made with off-brand parts? Or are you one of the people that you are only interested in products that are made using official Lego parts? It's an option to keep it either way, but I just want to kind of put it out there. Another complaint I've seen by a few people is that the product is too expensive. Now, if I was going to make the product cheaper, because I know everybody likes to get things at a cheaper price, it can be done. I'm looking into options to try and have this mass produced, but if it's mass produced, it's not going to be using official Lego parts. So again, that brings me back to that first question. Is official Lego parts a big concern for everybody? Or are off-brand parts okay to use as well? In regards to the mass production, though, I kind of want to throw a little information out there so people get a better understanding of why certain things cost what they do. Number one, with this particular product, these wheels are stainless steel. That is the most expensive part of this whole assembly, is the stainless steel wheels. And in order to get things cheaper for mass production, as a few people had suggested, I have to be willing to purchase and have made, say, 3,000 of these power pickups. Now, it doesn't mean I have to have them all made in one fatal swoop, but it depends on the manufacturer that you're dealing with. And that is why this hasn't been a mass-produced item yet, because quite simply, I'm not ready to fork out $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to try and have an item mass-produced just to make it cheaper. For me, right now, I'm just trying to get a feel for the market to see if it would even be worth investing a lot more money and time to make these a mass-produced item. Anyway, that's all for this video, and I again want to say thank you so much for all the feedback, the suggestions, and the comments. And I hope to see you next time on Bevins Bricks. And don't forget, Saturday I will be listing those items for sale on my website, and it will be 6 to 8 weeks before you see them for sale again.